Sanibonani guys, welcome back to yet another video, and we are speaking about the latest episode of The Real Housewives of Durban. Guys, I just have a question. Are you guys sure Uguti Unongo is not being paid or tipped off by the producers to create drama? Cause angege. You tell it like this, literally this whole episode was all about Unongo and her drama. I'm just like, guys, I refuse to believe Uguti like lives her life where like scene after scene she's fighting with someone like Katali. Like I just don't get that. But anyway, guys, this episode starts off. Remember that ladies are out and about. They are in Joburg, and I must say, Angel and Fafa, the residence that they chose for the ladies, you guys, I love the fact that there were so many activities that the ladies could, do with other ladies still within the same area or still within the same place. I think the ladies did an exceptional job with catering or with picking out that residence. But I'm just like the hosting skills, guys. I mean, there's two of them. Like, how do you get hosting wrong when there's two of you guys? I don't know why Ufafa Beno Angeli or just I don't know. I just feel like they're not the residents is speaking more for them, but then themselves as a host, I shame. No, like they need to do better next time. But anyway, I'm not gonna fight at them. I'm not gonna criticize them too much on this because overall the place, guys, is so beautiful. But anyway, we see Angel, she's crying and she's crying over the fact that Unongu called her a child. Now, personally, I don't get it, you guys, because for me, in my head, I'm just thinking to myself, if someone called me a child and I know I'm not a child, like why would I cry over that? But that's the thing, guys. People have different triggers, and triggers might not make sense to you, or triggers might not make sense to other people. But for the fact that it triggers someone else and they have voiced out time and time again how it makes them feel, like it should be respected. But the thing that I didn't like what Angel was saying, which is she feels like she always defends everyone in the group, and that one time when people were supposed to, or she expected people to support her or defend her, everyone just sat there. Mama, that's the first thing you need to get when you come into like a friendship group or something like that. You're not there to defend anyone. You're there to to make connections with people, and the connections that you've made with people, guys, they give them time. Give a relationship time. When you give a relationship time, it will then tell you if a person is worth defending or not. You can't go around hey, niyabazi abantu ukuthi baphofana kanjani. Like you can't go around defending people that no. So I just feel like for Angel to expect the same type of energy that she's giving, I think it's a bit much. Yes, in relationships or in friendships, we expect that, but you're not that close with those people to be expecting them to be giving you the same energy that you're giving. If you decide to give that energy to a group, just know Uguti, there's chances or there's the possibility which you're not going to get the same energy back. And if you don't be hurt by it. So I just need Angel to think like that, which not everyone is a friend. You can laugh with everyone, you can hang out with everyone, but not everyone is your friend, and not everyone is worth defending. I get Jojo decides to cry because now she feels as if she's caught in the middle. Angel is crying. Jojo wants to get up and hug Angel, but Nonku as well is the one who got Angel crying. And Nonku is also worked up because people are blaming Nonku. So Jojo is crying because she feels caught up in between. Guys, you see this friendship, and I said this before. I said it. I noticed that Nonku, anytime Jojo gets close to someone else or she invites another friend, Unonku like will act up in some sort of way. It seems cute, but I said it in one of my reviews. This is the red flag. Number one example, okay, for some of you who don't remember the time I knew Jojo was doing her wedding dress, what was it? Vow renewal dress fitting, and she brought a friend or something like that. She brought a friend or a cousin, and then that gay guy as well. Unonku came late and she's like, I hope you guys know I'm the best friend or something like that. And then at the actual event as well, when Jojo announced she was the one who invited one of the friends, Unonku made a comment like, I'm the friend or something like that. It seems cute, you guys. But I just feel like, you see, the moment you have a friend who is so clingy that doesn't want you to have any other friends, baleka, baleka, or you better hash that out or talk it out, because I feel like that is the result, or whatever's happening here with Jojo is the result of that friendship that she has. Your friendship shouldn't ever make you feel like you need to pick sides. You should stand for the truth or stand for what's right, regardless of how it's gonna make your friend feel. So I don't understand Jojo. They're crying. Your guys, her loyalty to Nonku. I'm just like, no, Jojo. I get it, Uguti, because she does get to explain why she behaves in that way. But my girl, my babe, I need you to put yourself first, because literally everyone else is saying that you have changed, or when you're around Unungu, you are a backup singer. Anyway, girl, when Angel is done crying and people are done comforting her, and then Jojo is done crying as well, Jojo and everyone come back to the table, and we see Angel and Unungu making up in a sense. They hug each other. Unungu's like, you know what, I love you, and don't. I was just like, I'm not buying this. One thing about Unungu, guys, I don't think Unungu necessarily has a problem with the apologizing. She will apologize, and she will, that famous line of, you know, I love you, babe. She will literally say that to everyone, and then the next day, once she finds an opportunity to put you on the hot seat, she will grab it and get Zanda zombie, you guys, just the way she did to Ufafa. I knew which she was going to use Ufafa. She's going to use a situation for Ufafa to talk up. And listen, I don't know why the producers are dancing around Ufafa's situation. We have Abo Mini, who are who are friends of the show, that have so much to say, but we've got a full storyline on Ufafa, and no one is willing to explore it. But listen, trust Unungu, this season is not going to end without Unungu making sure Ufafa is gonna be put on a hot seat or something like that. Anyway, we see Angel the next day. Angel and Jojo scene. Jojo decides to come and see Angel, you guys, to come and comfort her and to kind of sort of apologize for not being there for Angel. Guys, this scene was so wholesome, and I really hope Jojo can really build a friendship with, or a good friendship with Angel, because I love the vibes that they were giving. One thing about Angel, guys, I don't know, I just have a soft spot for her. I know Ukanda, she said that she's like a bit short-tempered, and I don't like that about her. But in terms of a character, guys, not a character, personality, and how funny she is, I love that. So anyway, Unokuzana, Jojo is there to kind of comfort to Angel, but it quickly turns to something where Angel ends up comforting Jojo, because Jojo ends up opening up and says that, listen, I have been rejected by friends. I've always felt like I'm so easy to throw away. And this whole situation with Unungu, like, it's making me afraid. Like, the reason why I act the way I act is because I'm afraid of losing the friendship. And then Angel is there talking about, no, a friendship shouldn't be like that. At first, I kind of felt like, Angel ungenaphi ezindabeni zikaJoku. I just felt like she was kind of, she shouldn't have said much about the situation. But as I was listening, I was pleasantly surprised that Jojo was actually agreeing with everything that Angel was saying. And I'm just like, shame, Jojo. I feel so sorry for her, because now I kind of am seeing things for what they are. That Jojo, the reason why she's acting the way she acts is because she's afraid of losing Unungu. And then it just made me think of the scene where Ulondi London was trying to even explain to Nonku, your best friend is hurting and you're the only one who can make her feel better. But Nonku was just not hearing her, and Jojo is just sitting there. It just made me feel so sad for her. But I know Nonku and Jojo, they love one another, and I feel like they're actually going through the similar things, but they just need to sit down. I don't want their relationship to end, you guys. I really hope they can work through this, but more especially for Unungu to realize ukuthi she hasn't been, or to some degree, she hasn't been a good friend to Jojo, you guys. Jojo decides after that meeting, or after going to see Angel, she decides to call Nonku. Nonku's phone's not going through. She goes to Nonku's room. She's knocking. Nonku's not opening the door. Jojo's crying because she's feeling rejected by her own friend. And I felt like that was so wrong, you guys. If you've ever been in a friendship like this, you'd understand how hurtful that is. Now, listen, Nonku does explain later on ukuthi worship. She got lost in worship and don't. But I just feel like it was so wrong for her. And even Jojo said in her diary station that Nonku should have sent Jojo a text and said, listen, babe, I'm going through something. Can I have like space or something like that? Jojo says that they do have that type of friendship. So Nonku, like, to be that inconsiderate, to not even be able to send your friend a text. That time your friend is bawling, she's crying her eyes out because she thinks you are rejecting her. Hi guys, Nonku needs to do better and she needs to really do some self-introspection. But anyway, Nonku and Jojo later on, when the ladies are having dinner, they decide to excuse themselves and have a conversation. And Nonku opens up and she says, listen, Jojo, I feel like I do owe you an explanation. She goes on about, she says something about she recently found out that her mother tried to abort her twice while she was pregnant. And I'm just like, listen, Nonku starts crying and I get it and I sympathize with her, but I was thinking to myself, Jojo is such a good friend. Jojo sat there and said nothing about the fact that now Jojo as well has been feeling alone. She didn't even call Nonku out on being, wrong for not even sending her a text. She just sat there and listened to Nonku, hugged her, validated her that she's an amazing person. And I just thought to myself, Shemu, Jojo has such a good heart. Nonku owed that to Jojo last night, to do that for Jojo last night. Instead, Jojo is still thinking to herself in a diary session that she needs to step up for a friend. I'm like, step up for your friend? How, when you have not voiced out how you feel in this relationship? Jojo, please, my babe, I just need you. If you really want to save this relationship, just have the conversation with Nonku. I'm not sure how Nonku is going to take it, because one thing about Nonku, when her head is drilled on something, you can't change her mind, you guys. During that same dinner, Manny goes on to say Londi. She didn't like the fact that Usorisha invited Londi London because Londi is an instigator. And I'm sorry, guys, I believe the same thing. I also feel like Londi is an instigator. She is. I've never met someone who is as sarcastic as Ulondi. Even though I love her, you guys, but Ulondi can she can create a storm, Lana, and then still seem innocent in all of it. But the thing is, I don't understand why must Minnie have so much of an opinion of who gets to get invited when she's an extra. She is not part of the cast, so why would she have a problem with the fact that Ulondi London was invited? I just kind of feel like she was kind of offended, she was actually offended by the comment that Ulondi made about her dress, and now she's going on about other things that isn't amfuni. I mean, ma'am, you're an extra. You were invited here. So, like, I don't get it. I really don't get it, you guys. But anyway, we see Nonku on the table decides to apologize to the twins. And the one twins opens up about bullying. That situation Nonku put them in was triggering so much because they were bullied. Guys, when the twin was speaking, I got so emotional because it just makes me think sometimes, guys, our parents try so hard to put us in these schools that they believe are going to give us better opportunities. But guys, sometimes being in that situation is so difficult, especially when you know what your parents are scraping or are really working hard for you to be there. And when you are in that environment where now you are like the least. Oh, yeah, you seem as if you are the least amongst the other children because they appear much more richer, and you get bullied because of such things. So I think it was giving those vibes because the twins did say that their mother tried the best to put them in the best schools and all of those things. So my heart, guys, was so painful. I know what we keep saying, the twins are bringing nothing to the show, but it hurt me. Nonku was speaking to them like that, and Nonku for real sees them as an easy target amongst the other ladies. Could it be that she feels like they don't have as much money as the other ladies, and that's the reason why they're an easy target? Guys, bullish. It's not fine, and it is not okay. But anyway, I appreciate the apology. I am hoping Utu Nonku is going to have some sort of lunch with them or meet up with them after this trip to apologize, because she really does owe them an apology. I don't think Nonku knew how deep it is, but for the fact that it's not the first time she's doing that, and the fact that she met up with Ayand on the side and it looked like they were getting along, nah, Nonku, don't do that. Another scene we see, guys, the last scene, Unonku and Ulo are having a conversation, you guys. Apparently, these two have been praying together, and that's why I'm like, is the drama that Unonku bringing here, is it faked or what? Because I'm just like, we've been seeing Unonku fighting with Ulo or Lo fighting with Unonku, but yet they've been praying every morning. Guys, the only thing that made me feel like maybe there's a bit of seriousness to it, and maybe it's true, is when I saw Ulo crying in a diary station, and then I was like, okay, maybe, but still. Guys, these people are busy talking about the prayer sessions that they are doing. Up until Ulo brings up the issue of this attire that Unonku, or the theme that Unonku did not respect, and that just starts up this whole thing between them all over again. Now these ladies are at one another busy talking about when I was called that the other one doesn't know how to dress, when you're a fake prophet, when yo guys, I was just like, what in the kindergarten is going on here? This thing was like so childish. I was bored in Kai. I'm just like, as adults, guys, I know we take a lot of trauma from our childhood. Melis is fundi, when you don't get along with someone, just like don't try and work things out. Don't try and work things out. Just be friendly with them from a far distance. Unongo and Ulo Abazwan. So I don't know what they're trying. They must stop trying whatever they are trying and just accept Uguti. They don't get along and they just can act cordial to one another, not have a friendship. I don't see them having a friendship that will last and that will work and that will be genuine, you guys. But at the end, listen, Ulo is crying in a diary session because she says she doesn't understand why Unonku is trying so hard to push this narrative that Ulo is a drunkard or she drinks alcohol. Lo gets emotional about it and she cries because she's like, listen, I am a leader. I have children who look up to me. And Unonku is spreading this thing. She's so adamant. And the thing is, Unonku in her diary session, she's like, listen, I am sure. Do you guys not see the Puza face there by Lo Mund Uya Puza? I don't think that's fair, guys. You can't want to push a narrative with no proof just because you want to have something against someone. Aye, guys, that is defamation of character, and Nonku needs to stop. I don't understand Nonku this season. She said, or it seemed like she was coming in with a different type of vibe and a different approach. But listen, like, I don't see nothing different. And I just feel like she needs to stop pushing that narrative of Lo being a drunkard because, guys, it's not okay. Anyway, let's park it right there because that's where the episode ends. You tell me your thoughts on this. Please do make sure you like the video. Please do subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge. And I'll see you guys in the next one.